This is so dangerous. A lot of stories about this. Oh, that is so cool. Woo! Look what I found just in the woods. All right, but we're here today to take a walk on Route 22. I noticed that there were so many businesses that were actually closed. Let's get to it, but by the end of this, you should be, if you haven't known this area, Route 22 in Union, New Jersey, you're gonna learn a lot, so let's have some fun. There's so much history behind this building. It's a P.C. Richard, but you can see it's a ship. But it was so many businesses in the past. If you know, let me know in the comments, but it's been things like, it was a restaurant originally, and then it's changed over the years. But look here on any given day on a Saturday, it's just amazingly busy. It's a curious thing. A lot of businesses here, a lot of retail, and you have to ask yourself, how are they getting to work? And the answer is a lot of them come in from around the area, but they don't necessarily drive, so they take, let's say, a bus. But to get here by bus, you're gonna get here by bus and they're gonna drop you off on this island here, and you'll see. And it becomes a real life game of Frogger to get across the road. Unless you walk, you can walk all the way down here and cross over. There's a bridge, but it's pretty far down. And then you could go up towards Springfield Road. But I gotta say, nobody actually does that. They just cross the road, and you'll see that today. How you doing? I'm about to do it right now. I'm gonna follow this guy so we don't get run over. And I gotta point this out. There's a Chick-fil-A here, and it is always packed. And they have cars that go back into the westbound lane of 22 because it's so popular. So I never really understood that, but people enjoy it. This is also known as, there's a lot of names for this, but I've heard it called Junk Food Alley, because every fast food you can think of is on here somewhere. We're coming up on our first victim. Actually, this is a business on here. This thing has been, sometimes you think a business is haunted, but this is on the island, but this has been so many things. I think it was a 7-Eleven recently, but they couldn't make it. And now it's become a thoroughfare for Chick-fil-A. Perfect place. This used to be a Hooters too. I remember that, yeah. Or the place next to it. Anyway, and it was the worst Hooters I've ever been to. Why? Because they must have had something wrong with their fryer. And back in the time I used to eat like stuff like that, it was disgusting. And so if you can't do that right, doesn't matter, you're done. If you remember from previous videos, we talked about the Waterway Valley Railroad. Across the street, that's that Pure Hockey. It used to be a laundromat, but that's the Waterway Valley Railroad. It would have came right through here, but now it is a Route 22 safety shuttle. So from what I understand, if you get dropped off on the island in transportation like a bus, you can get a shuttle here. But my argument becomes, I don't know how this works, but I see a lot of people doing that Frogger thing. So, but I guess we're gonna find out. And I got a remark here, there's a sidewalk here. It's like to where? You know, look, sidewalk. But it is complete insanity over here with driving. There must be some angels here that protect people, because it's just chaos. If I stay here for a few moments, folks have to get on here like I do, and this is going east, but you want to go west, so you get on here, and then you race to that first jug handle to try to cross over, and it just becomes complete you know, it's pretty wild. So there goes that tractor trailer. He's going for it. Well done, sir. Oh! I whiz by here so much, but I don't know, I don't always pay attention. I didn't realize there's a Starbucks here because there's another one like not very far. And then I heard some good things about, I used this vet place, or we almost did, but we didn't. And the halal guys I heard is good. And then you got Best Buy across the way. And what is that? Some chicken place, I don't know. That looks new. I have to do my my PSA or my Captain Obvious, but there's no real place. You shouldn't really be walking on here, but people have to. And you gotta get careful because someone will come around this turn going like 30, and it's crazy. Show you here now. This guy can't go anywhere, but he's still going quick. All right. I don't know if you could hear that, but wow. They're quiet now, but it sounded like Wild Kingdom up there, and it's gonna be all poo under here. But look what we got here. I can't make that out. I don't know. I think that actually there are no birds up there. I think those are noises being played to deter the birds from using this thing. Because you're hearing all these insane bird noises, and I don't see one bird. Unless they're hidden. That is so... And I've seen birds up here. I don't know what's going on. There goes Harbor Freight. A new place coming called District Taco. And I've had that, and it was pretty amazing. And it's fresh. It's not Taco Bell, meaning bring your wallet, but it's pretty good. So, if you think I'm nuts about this bird theory, the reason I don't think those are real bird noises is because I had my Merlin app on and it didn't recognize any of those noises, which is odd. I used to know this as the Union Plaza Diner, and I'm sad to report that it is no more. This is an iconic place, at least for me. I used to come here, used to love coming here for breakfast. A couple times I came here late at night. This place had a huge menu like most diners do, especially if they're Greek. And they had everything. And the stuff, everything was pretty good. They actually had a liquor license so you could get drinks here, temporarily offline, updating flavor settings. All right. So they're gonna be back in business. Let's see. Just for grins, I love doing this. Is anybody in there? Nope. And we don't need to. All right, so that's a good sign. They're coming back into business. So can't count them out, although I wish them well. So you got a White Castle over there. There's a shooting range too. Back. I don't know if you can see through the window. I don't think you're gonna be able to. Here's a part of the video, if you're still here. I know you are, but if you're still here, this is the part where I talk about something that I think you need to know about. I'm just waiting for a car to pass. But what I'm talking about is life. I'm reading a book right now that I want to share with you because someone shared it with me, and it's called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And it's been a repeat of things I already know. or I thought I knew. But the takeaway is, if you learn something to help mankind and humanity, it really becomes our purpose in life to distribute that information to folks, even if they're not asking. You're not asking. And it's such a great book. And there's a bunch of little rich anecdotes. It's a great book, and it's not that long. I'm halfway through it. But that's one of my suggestions. And I'm gonna give you an update. I've been doing my red light therapy, and I think it's real. It's not a placebo. I felt so much energy and so much mental clarity, and it's just been great. So let me know if you've looked into that. We'll keep giving updates on that. But we're up to our second officially closed business, which, believe it or not, is the BOA, the Bank of America, also known as Bank of, I've heard other descriptions of it, but I'm actually Bank of America. So nope. Let's see if we can. To me, it's odd that, well, first of all, brick and mortar seems to be, everything's online. Now, this was a place that you could go in and do your banking, but it is no more. Permanently closed on October 8th, 2024. So, and no other information. Can't use the ATM, nothing. They took the ATM out, of course. Yeah, just another one, second business. Now that it's closed, this has just become a more popular turnaround for, it's just become a more popular turnaround for, like this. If you don't turn here, you got to go all the way down to Springfield, or I'm exaggerating, but it's pretty far. So it's now become a turnaround. I didn't mean to startle that fella. I mean, if you get a chance, look up Gene Shepard, Route 22. He did a video like maybe 1980, and he drove through here, and it's really entertaining. But you'll be able to see the difference between now and then. It's not too much different. It's just new, different businesses, but it's always been a crazy highway. And just to put into perspective, I'm on the island, so west and east are going whizzing past me, and it's just nonstop. All right, so I can cross here because I could see on my left anybody approaching. Oh wow, this is so funny. I haven't even thought it. I forgot about this place. I'm just gonna walk by, but it was Valentine's Day. How you doing? So I guess if you're in the mood, you want to get naughty, you can stop by Naughty Couples Boutique. So there you go. It's important to keep the spark in a relationship alive. Oh, and here's a place I have not been to. This one I've always said I would. Let's get the. And here you have a Golden Crust. I've never been to this one, but when I lived in Brooklyn for a bit, we used to enjoy Golden Crust. It's essentially, it's Caribbean food, but it's Jamaican if you like jerk. They got the patties. They actually have, there's no real reason to give a testimonial or about every business here, but I'm just gonna say this. I've been to this Red Lobster once, and I guess it was over 30 years ago. Now, if you noticed, I have not encountered really anybody walking on here today. It's Saturday, it's cold. We're expecting one of the, the next flavor of a snow squall, sleet, rain. And actually, Jersey said I heard they're not going to allow semis or even box trucks on some of the interstates. So I don't know if that sounds like a nasty storm, but it could also be, I don't know, selling advertising. But I'm not going to be out there. At least I'm not going to be out there on a car. Oh yeah, the Verizon store is yeah, so spend time in there. Yeah. Anytime you're dealing with something like a cellular provider and you have to be in person, turn a negative to a positive, but I don't have anything positive to say about that. Oh, there's a Chase here. I didn't know this existed. I could have used this. Oh, I got to tell you about this. I'm trying to stay positive, but there's this thing in Jersey that's just mind-boggling, and it's not great. Every car has tint on the side windows, but also tint the windshield. And I'm not talking about like light tint. Their tint is dark. It's like limo tint. So just right there, when I go to motion to somebody, I can't see them, and they can't see me. And it can become very dangerous when, especially if you're walking and somebody's trying to wave you or they're saying stop, you don't know. All right, on to something more interesting. Is anybody remember IHOP? This is iconic as well. This place is still rocking, and I used to come in here many times. Melissa. What's great about this place is, if you like pancakes and everything, but if you come in here, it can be packed line out the door, but you'll still be seated in probably 20 minutes. They got a method going. But yeah, that's, let me get out of the way. There you go. I always wonder what paint they use to get that. Well, it's kind of worn out here, but it's almost like some kind of fluorescent blue in there. And now we have another bus stop, or I haven't seen anybody stop here. I might sit down for a minute. Yeah. The shelter maintained by Union County. Route 22 safety shuttle. Oh, I might go to that website. You could call a number, extension 2. Free service. All right, what does it do? I don't know if you hear that beeping. It's, I wanted to catch this on video, but you get a lot of people who, they get into some kind of tiff, and then the response is just blowing your horn for like a quarter mile. I've been blessed with sidewalk again. The sidewalk, the shortest sidewalks ever known. But in all seriousness, in order to keep these businesses running, they need labor. And a lot of these jobs they're the first jobs. They may not be high paying, food and beverage, but you got to bring your people in. So when you do that, you got to get them here. And one thing I ask you is, well, how do you get them here? They take mass transit. And I'm just saying, how do you, I don't know, I don't know how you would navigate this. And when I say that, if you work on the islands here, that's easy. But what if you work across the way at Walmart? You got to pass over this thing, which I'm going to do, and I want to see you. But before we do, we have another victim of Route 22. So this is gated up, but this is a Boston market. Got a silly story about this place. This is probably like 1996, I don't know, something like that. I've lived in this area multiple times for convenience, but I went on a first date with a girl, and I don't know, we were gonna go to a movie, and we were like, let's get something to eat. I had no money. I was a cheapskate. So this seemed like a good idea. But what happened was, we pulled up and they didn't have any turkey and they didn't have any chicken. So that might have been also the last time I've ever been to this place. So more about, the older I get, you really get to know yourself, and it's about knowing yourself, making mistakes, being kind to yourself when you make mistakes, try to learn from mistakes. By the way, this is the Starbucks that I did know about, that I came to. Oh, and then vitamin shot, which I think I used this once. I don't know about you, but these vitamins are the most expensive vitamins in the world. At least, and I used to mess with supplements when I was, younger, lifting weights, and I wasted a lot of money until I learned the magic of online ordering, and then that ended. So I'm kind of surprised these guys are still around. I just stopped off at a Taco Bell because it's cheap, and I always wanted to remark about this, which was, so if you ever go to these places, I don't know why they design these things like this, because you're leaving the establishment, right? It's pretty straightforward. Then you come out here, and you're like, it's a death trap. They're like, there's actually a truck, like you're walking out into this drive-through for Panda Express, and I see this design like everywhere. It's just weird. It does remind me of the movie Idiocracy. If you have, by the way, that is one of my tips to you. If you have not seen Idiocracy, check it out. It is frighteningly accurate to some of the current events that are going on today in the United States specifically. The Clinton Manor Hotel is no more. At least it says new ownership, under new ownership. All right, we'll see what happens. I've never been there, but I heard a lot of stories. It's quite the establishment. This is crazy, because this is what I was talking about. If you don't make that Bank of America jug handle, the makeshift one, then you have to come all the way down here, which the people, they just don't want to do that. You gotta be quick, because these cars just, I don't know, supposed to like ease into a turn, but they're like, nah. All the years I've lived here, never ever been over here. Why would you? Because we love cars, but this is Route 22. I'm on the island still. That's the eastbound, but I always wondered what was over here, and now we're gonna see. Wow, look at that guy. Woo-wee. It's not a place. Wow. Excitingly, we get to see a part of the Waterway River that I've never explored. My goal would be to actually kayak through here. I've been a little north of here. Have you ever seen the video where I ran out of light? That's a little north of here. Wow, this is kind of neat. This is really super cool. Now look, that's water's pretty high because of snow and melting, and there is a USGS water gauge here as well. You can see it right over there. Look at that. So this is I love this engineering. I mean, I don't know how to explain this, but this looks like metal or steel, and you have some drainage here. Somebody got irritated driving, you heard him? Wow, what's going on in there? I'm gonna jump over this part. Let's go take a look-see. Anybody in there? I think I know what Jimmy Hoff is. Wow. Hello. The New York State Lottery is now $2 billion. Wow, that is. What is down there? You can see this. This is walkable. Oh wow, I never knew about this. Where does that go? All right, hang on. I got a fever, and the only cure is going through this tunnel for a minute or so. Let's see. You can't see much. Now I got this, brought my flashlight. Let's walk a little bit. If anybody can hear me and you're in here, I'll leave. My curiosity has got me, but man, what is going on in here? I don't know why. I'm kind of embarrassed I didn't know this existed. Now, wouldn't it be great if there was a big rush of water through here, or if any animals or living creatures, but I don't know how far I'm gonna go, but and is this a time for me to share with you that I'm a little claustrophobic? And, maybe skip across here. I don't see, there's no light, or there kind of is. I'm stepping through the water here, it's not deep. What's over there? Am I under 22? It's a street sign. Anybody there? There's no light. So wherever that goes is dark. So let's head out. I'm curious about this now. If you know anything about this, please let me know. And I can't stand up in here, so actually in the middle, if I walk in the water, I guess I can. I could stand up. If you're wondering, no, we should do a clip from one of these videos that clickbait you into stuff. Oh my God, wait. No, there's nothing going on. It's so quiet in here, and I can guarantee you no one cares that we're in here. Although, woo! All right. We shall return, without a doubt. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Whew. It's like going through another dimension. But thanks for coming with me. Thanks for keeping me company. I love this little feature here. Hear all those horns? It's begun. The insanity. This was totally unplanned, this part, and let me say, this is a massive rush. And when I talk to you about living and being present, this is what it's all about. And I learned that not only do I like being out here doing this stuff, I want to share it with you. I'm hoping over the ages, if somebody ever saw this, it would inspire something. Anything. Be yourself. Be like Neo. And I always love this when you come out. I'm walking through, you'll see in a second. It's my wife actually uses this place. She gets coupons. It's the Valvoline instant oil change. And then there's a DD here, Dunkin' Donuts. But people are seeing me come out of the woods there, and I know if it were me, I would kind of take a double take. All right, I don't know who's keeping count, but we have another business up ahead that went under a while ago, and I was kind of surprised. If you haven't guessed yet, this is a place, it's been here forever. Actually, I still feel like it's new, but it's gone now. And their name used to be Words, but then it changed to an acronym because I guess there was a word in the name that people were offended by if they were atheist or agnostic or whatever. But the name of the place is TGIF, and it is very closed and very abandoned. Look at that modern artwork. The TGIF part of the sign is removed. They don't want to be associated with this because this is blight now. Anyway, let's see if we could take a look in the window. Yeah, everything's locked. Oh, they decaled the windows. Haha. All right. Does anybody care if I take a look in here? I just want to take a little look. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And by the way, any of this snow that's left over is like treacherous, basically ice. All right, let's not fall. I only have one hand. Nope. Oh, coming soon. uglydumpling.us. Is that true? And is this door open? No, it's not. Oh, so the decals are for the new business. Ugly dumplings. All right, I'd still like to see inside. Nah, they used to be able to look right through here, but home of the new Ugly Dumplings. I like that name. That's very clever. Ugly Dumpling, like ugly duckling, but dumpling. I don't know. There goes the shuttle. If you wonder what it looks like. Leafy basket. I'm gonna go in there. It looks really interesting, or it looks fresh. And also remember, this camera is the anti-action camera, also anti-water, anti-moisture, it's very fragile. Oh, there you go. Why are you beeping? Oh, this is perfect. Is this a good place to cross? I have no idea. It's just, All right, there's never a good time here. And by the way, these cars are moving a lot faster than they look. And what do you call it? They also, you know, people like do all this zigzagging and stuff. That's why you hear beeping or jockeying for, but it's not safe. But I'm in decent shape. But I see people that are like not moving quickly crossing here, and I've always prayed for them. All right, let me look at this place for a minute. There's a video of me. You never know what you're going to get in these videos. You know what the real question is, do they have eggs? And how much do they cost? Probably. It's a good question. Nope. Pardon me. I'm getting it. Nah, I don't think so. Of course, they'd be like expensive. Anyway, by the time this video comes out, maybe you probably may not even know what I'm talking about. All right, out of here. It's also a little trick I have to get warm real quick and then head on my way. I've never been over here. I don't know what was here before. If you recognize this stuff, you might let me know. But it's like a blast in the past. There's so many stores have come and gone over here. But you know, it's a whole thing about brick and mortar and retail and online. It's, who knows? Oh, oh wow, didn't know this existed. I don't know what this would be called. This isn't, I never even knew about this on any map. I wonder if that feeds into that, definitely into the Waterway over here, but is it part of that drainage system? Oh, yeah, who would come back here? I mean, see that froth? Get a little PCB froth going. It's a little joke. It's not good actually, but yeah. Look at this. This is a precarious drop here. Maybe the other side I could see it, but it's a little tunnel. Oh, so I've really never been back here, but this is an industrial park, it looks like. I will be putting a kayak on here and seeing how far I can get. This reminds me of the West Branch of the Elizabeth River, which I don't know how it could be. Well, part of the mystery solved with where the tunnel was. And it looks like, I don't know what you call this, but brook or stream. That right there is definitely where I was. It says built in 1941. You see across the street the Valvoline where I came out. But that is, that's where I would have came out if I would have walked. So yes, we would have went under 22. So you know what? Crazy, I wonder if people have used this to actually safely cross the 22, because if you think about it, at least this way, it's pretty safe. I mean, unless there was a high water level, but just need a pair of boots. This was something, this used to be a J&R Music World, I think. Something like that. I got one of my I had a huge tube TV that, at least for the time, I think it was 27 inches, or I think it was like huge. It's hard to carry. But now, you know, the trend is all these storage places. Like, this is a storage place. And I'll say, one thing I realized, we can't take this stuff with us. And really, all these possessions, they just bog you down. So I don't know, I get it, because Americans, you know, amassing wealth and things, but it just weighs you down. But I don't know. I think I used one of these things briefly when I was moving. What are your thoughts though? You used these things? I'm a contrarian, so this camera, it's gonna be time to switch over to the GoPro, because the moisture, oh, I thought about this Osmo, they should have nicknamed it, instead of Osmo, they should have named it Gizmo. Because do you remember the gremlins from The movie Gremlins, remember? You can't feed them after midnight, and you can't get them wet. All right, let's keep going. And before I do, look at this woods. Look what I found just in the woods. Some 45s. I think they're 45s. I'll take some pictures of them. By the rocking chair by Tex Brook and his orchestra. These are all Tex Brook and his orchestra, RC Victor. Wow. There's a trail here, a beaten path at least. But this is, I really want to get the kayak down here. With the snowfall, and this looks pristine and so calming and soothing. I'm holding on to a tree. I was thinking about crossing this. I probably could. Here, somebody's upset. But let's cross over the bridge. That tunnel that we just saw would be a great place for, I don't know if you follow Camping with Steve Wallace, but I could see him sleeping in there. But I don't know if I could, yeah, nah. Between the claustrophobia and, well, this probably wasn't smart. This is basically ice on this bank here. But I want to get a look. Whoa! Oh, no. Silly. Yeah, I want to gotta get the kayak on here. I gotta do the whole Waterway from South Mountain all the way down to the Arthur Kill. Nobody around. But, yeah. It's like probably clear cut some of this. Well, we're behind Clinton Manor. It's pretty wild. This is the old Clinton Manor. Let's see if I can get a room tonight. Looks like a negative. Oh, okay. Wow. We're inside the place. It's crazy. My heart is pumping right now. So it's locked. Interesting. But this door, maybe they're airing this out. There's a Subaru dealership that's probably using the space. Very interesting. Oh, that's wild. Let's see if it's the same story. Oh, this door looks open. Nope. I don't know if it's wedged closed. Nope. That ain't open. Third one. They're locked probably from the other side, makes sense. Yeah, I don't blame them. They don't want anybody messing with this. I'm just curious about what it looks like in there. So I'm guessing we're gonna have the same result. Every lock's gonna be closed or locked. What's this? Oh, what's around this corner? Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that is so cool. I just gotta see this real quick. Sorry. Oh wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. If anybody's in here, I'm not bothering you, I'm just taking a look around. Wow. Check it out. So this is like a banquet hall. I gotta watch this light because it's actually gonna reflect the off the mirrors. If anyone's here, I'm not here to bother you, I'm just looking. Oh, this is crazy. Now, when you look here, there's so many points of entry into this place. And I'm getting too close to the Subaru. I'm upstairs now. Look, oh wow. And these rooms are all open. You got a view of Route 22 here. So we're in the back. We're in the back section. But there's a banquet hall down there. Look at this door. Somebody kicked that in. That's the Subaru dealer, and they're right there. And it's time to go. I don't think you can see in here too good, but it just takes one person to drop dime and then we done. And I'm not 100% sure that I'm alone in here. I doubt I am. But I come in peace. I'm just a curious explorer, so I'm going to go downstairs again. I want to look in that banquet hall again. This reminds me of The Shining. like it was a decent place back in the day. Oh, shoot. Hello? Anyone in here? That's weird, his light's on. Then there's a downstairs, looks flooded. All right. Here's a dance floor. Oh wow, there's a step here. Oh, that's weird. Bathrooms. Oh wow, it's not in bed. Bathrooms. Oh, the coat check. At the machine. I always wanted to do that. I'm not messing with that. I would love to. And then this thing. Is this for like a really fancy setup for a meal? Probably. Okay. My battery might be dead. All right, we're gonna head out of here. All right. I just have to be really chill and just go out. All right, anybody here? All right, here we go. Just keep walking. Just saying hi and saying bye. There's a guy that just put a car away. He didn't even seem to care at all. You know, because you're with me, it makes it a lot easier. It's when you feel like you're with somebody. So here, I would have loved to check out this thing. So see, there's like it's like a bridge into the two parts of it. Now this used to be yeah, look at all these rooms. This place, a lot of stories about this place. A lot of stories about this place. You can use your imagination. But at the very end, there was some nefarious activities going on that, yeah, not good. I mean, maybe I'll buy a Subaru. But here we go. Clinton Manor. All right, now I gotta get a ride out of here. I don't want to. It's all about replace a negative with a positive, and you might be saying, you know, out there, man, what are you doing? No one's being hurt. I'm just exploring. And frankly, no one cares. The people are busy. I'm not destroying any property. And I might even buy a Chevrolet here at this dealership. I mean, it's America, right? I could. I actually want to get a cup of Starbucks here. I know it sounds, I just feel like that. But I got to cross Route 22 again. Yikes. And over here, this is mad. This is not, ooh. Uh-oh. Gizmo is giving trouble. Doesn't want to. You think I could get anybody to stop to let me cross? I gotta get onto the island. I gotta get on the island. That's the key. Wow. Usually they say put your foot in the road, but this isn't a walking path, so that ain't gonna work. All right, I get this. Oh man, you missed it. I didn't have the camera ready. Some lunatic just like got into some. They're down there now, but. Oh man, I've lost. This isn't. I don't know if I can cross here. But you see, this is what some people have to deal with. You'd be better off walking a mile to a crossing. You snooze, you lose, man. Look at this lunatic. Nice. Going down just going down the shoulder for no reason. All right. I might be able to do this because of this truck. This is the only reason this is happening. This is so dangerous. I just did this as a point because if you have to cross this, that is insane. And the only reason I didn't get hit was because they had to slow down because somebody was stopped. I've seen people doing that and they're scaling. They're standing in the middle, like letting traffic whiz past them. It's just nuts. So there gotta be a better way. You can tell how long I was standing there because my beard is now full of snow. I wonder if I went past the drive-through, if I could actually take people's orders. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I sniffed too many fumes waiting. I'm feeling kind of silly. Gonna be Collie B, the Boston Market. He saw me coming in. He thinks this is a gun. Watch his expression. Just look behind him. It's just a camera. It's not a gun. Yeah. I know this thing looks like a gun. It's kind of scary. So I figured, since they have this shelter and it's a shuttle, it's free. It's supposed to run, looks like 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna see if I can get back to my vehicle down near the ship. All right, what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna call the number on the sign, and I'm gonna call it, put on speaker.
Union County Paratransit. Our operating hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. For reservations, press 1. For dispatch, press 2. Press 4.
I press 2. It said to press 2.
Union County Paratransit, where are you so we can pick you up?
Hi, I'm near the Wendy's and the IHOP.
Very good. Very good. So we're gonna pick you up at Wendy's, okay? We'll get a bus over there. Thank you.
Should I go to Wendy's or stay in the stop?
Stay at the bus stop that dropped you off.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, that wasn't bad. I'm sorry?
Okay, we're looking for you. We're ready to leave Wendy's. We're looking for you. The driver's looking for you.
So I'm at.
We're gonna have to pick you up on an exit.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm at the shelter. I'm at like the stop.
All right, call me when you're at the stop then.
What stop? You got to be more. Whoa.
Wendy's, where the bus driver dropped
So
you off. He said that you...
So cross through the street over there.
Don't cross no street, you're gonna get hit.
When
Call
will
me when you're at a stable place, sir.
I'm at a stable place. I'm at the shelter.
You're at the shelter? We don't go to the shelter, sir. What's
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
because on the shelter it has your number here. I'm looking right at it. So that's okay. Tell me where to go so I know what to do.
I'll go to Wendy's. You're at Wendy's?
I can walk there. If you know where, do you see how?
When you get to Wendy's, you give me a call. Then we'll pick you up. Okay, bye.
All right, thanks. I'm not trying to make trouble, but you heard that. This thing here says it's a safety shuttle. And this gentleman on the phone told me to go to Wendy's over here. So, I mean, people need to know this. I mean, this is not, I'm an able-bodied guy, but this is not safe, all right? Straight up. There is a little sidewalk here, but straight up, this ain't safe. And I was surprised someone answered the phone, but I mean, they got to do better with this. All right, let's go to Wendy's because you know, it makes sense because what they're really doing is people probably work at Wendy's, so they probably get multiple calls for Wendy's, and I guess only a real rube or dolt would go to the actual bus stop. But you live and learn. All right, here comes the guy. He's coming now. Oh, and he's leaving. So this guy sees me and he's actually leaving. I love it. This guy's leaving. This is a joke, man. Hey, watch. Look, this guy is leaving. He left me. This is like, what do they call it? Buffoonery. I'm calling the number back, all right? Just so you see, that's the number. I'm gonna call it on speaker. How's it going? This is the guy that called. I'm at Wendy's. Just letting you know.
Oh, okay, good. I'll let the driver know. What did you?
Go ahead.
Okay, what'd you do? Cross over?
So I'm new to this. You realize there's a shelter, right? That has your number on it.
No, we don't know no shelter, but we know that there used to be a Clinton Manor, a hotel at one time, but they closed down.
I have no idea. Wait, what are you talking about, Clinton Manor?
Yeah, what's the name of the place? The shelter that's
No, it's the bus shelter where it has where you could stand. It's.
Oh, it's not a bus shelter. It's you know where you stand for the bus and all that. Okay, so listen, what I'm gonna do is tell the driver that you're at Wendy's, okay, so we can get you picked up and get you where you're gonna go.
Yeah, that's fine. We're.
All right. Okay, thank you. Okay, but just be at Wendy's, okay?
Is he gonna come in and say hi, or how do I know it? Just see.
No, he's gonna be outside. He has to come inside, sir.
All right, I'll find him. Thank you.
Get a bus over there, okay?
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. All right. This is like, I'm not mad. I couldn't imagine. You know what's crazy? He asked me if I was at Clinton Manor, which I was, but that is so bizarre. Anyway, maybe I'm a bad communicator, but I'm having fun with it. But if you have to do this for your life, for every day, I guess you learn the tricks. But anybody standing at that bus stop shelter is, I guess he thought, oh, now I see what's going on. He thinks maybe I said shelter, so he thought I was staying at like Section 8, which would have been that Clinton Manor, which is really interesting. All right, let's see where this goes. I'm outside, I'm having fun, so I'm not even cold. Right here, like, see on the left?
Okay.
That's a Union County.
Oh, but that's not a shelter. That's a bus stop. Yeah, that's the IHOP bus stop. But we don't even use that anymore. But at least next time, just tell them, yeah, that's a bus stop. So
Yeah.
IHOP bus stop. Because I'm actually looking for a shelter. Like,
But that is, I mean,
no, a building shelter. Like, yeah, that's a bus stop.
I'm gonna get in touch with the county because that's problematic.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a
and
bus stop.
your guy's phone number's on there saying
Yeah,
to stay
yeah.
there. The reason I'm interested in this is because if you have to cross this street, it's deadly, right?
Absolutely.
And that's why you guys and gals are really important. But I know people still do it, which is nuts.
Yep. And that stuff is come all the way back up where Olive Garden is, turn back around, and we do that to try to keep people from crossing, like you just said.
Yeah, so that's me. I'm heading out. But thank you, Cameron. And you be safe. It's gonna be a crazy weather. Take care. Thank you. I mean, I gotta say that guy was cool. This is what happens is, it's just bad communications. I mean, really nice guy. They're out here doing God's work. I mean, they're keeping people safe. It's just, you gotta know. So it's one of those things where you gotta know the ropes. So you go and you say, all right, I wanna get picked up over here, and they'll accommodate. It looks like they'll drop you pretty much anywhere you need to go. So I would not walk across the highway. I did that as an example. You know, God, by the grace of God, I wasn't taken out, but I would not recommend that. But we're back at the ship. We're back at the ship, and I think this is it. But this was I had fun. Hold on.